I'm live. I'm live. Yo, yo, yo. What's up with the Facebook family? What's up with the YouTube family? It's Ant coming to you live here from my home here in Dallas, Texas. I just wanted to come on here and drop off some nuggets to you guys and hope this helps out you and somebody else in your family. Today's topic is you know what you don't know. And so we're going to get kicked off here in just a second. I'm going to allow Facebook and YouTube to let everybody know I'm live. But hey, as you're coming on in, feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from, what part of the country, what part of the world. Just let me know. I love to go back in the comments and just be able to see where people are getting a chance to tune in. Also, if you're catching a replay in the comments, let me know you're catching a replay. I love being able to see how many people get the chance to come back and check out the replay. But today's topic is you know what you don't know. And so we're going to get kicked off here in about probably like another 20 seconds here. Get rolling. Hey, Coach Myra. We got Coach Myra in the house. If you aren't following Coach Myra, be sure to go follow Coach Myra on Instagram, on Facebook. She's a great person, a great individual, always has great, inspiring messages every single day. All right, everybody, we're going to get kicked off. But the topic is you know what you don't know. And like always, I love to start off with a question just to kind of get everybody thinking about what I'm going to share today. So my question is, have you ever had a conversation that with somebody about something you didn't know, or maybe even got into an argument or a disagreement with somebody about something you didn't know? And I can pretty much answer this question for everybody. The answer should be yes, because you shouldn't lie to yourself and say that you never had a conversation with somebody and about something that you didn't know. That's just to be honest. We all have been there. We've all been students. So we've all been, I mean, that's a great example to use right there, a student and a teacher. Think about it, a student starting a new class. My first time ever taking, when I was taking geometry, I had never done geometry. I didn't know it. And I knew I didn't know it. So I had to lean on the teacher to teach me what I didn't know. But what happened to that same concept as we start to get older? What happened to you understanding that it's all right to not know everything? What happened to that? It's like we just kind of pushed it out the window. We forgot how to be students to life. Every day you should be willing to learn about something because you don't know it all. We don't. And a closed mind won't get you anywhere, you guys. And I promise you, being open-minded to life itself will allow you to grow, to learn, to feel how other people are feeling, to just understand. It will allow you to go to that next level. Athletes know that, they know that they don't know everything. That's why they lean on their coaches to teach them the footwork, the drills, the everything that comes along with it. Always stay in the student mode and not the teacher mode, you guys. It's kind of like a math equation. I love math, I love numbers, but at the same time, when I first did take geometry, I didn't understand it, so I didn't know it. But I had to learn. I had to be willing to. I had to be willing to be a student and learn from somebody else. Just like the pandemic that just went along, you guys. When it first came around, I didn't really know what it was. I didn't go to school to be a doctor. And that, there are some people out there who are in the medical field and they may know what they're talking about, but I didn't know. So I had to be willing to sit back to listen and learn what was going on to even understand truly how big of an impact this can be. And that's the same thing with everything that's going on with with the young man that passed away in Minneapolis. It's the same thing. See, I didn't know everything at first. I didn't just sit up here and say, "Oh," but I sat back and like a lot of people, they sat back and they watched the video. So, but you just you know what you don't know, and for some people, they're closed minded about the situation. And I really wasn't going to go into this route. I'm talking about it, but it came to my heart to talk about it. But, Some people just don't know what it's like to be an African American, be black. They just don't know. Some people don't know what it's like for somebody like myself who grew up and always, at a young age getting called out my name with a racial slur and just pretty much just having to look at the cop in his face and couldn't do nothing but turn around and walk and go home and be mad. At a young age. Some people don't know what it's like to be driving home and next thing you know, somebody gets behind you and they start following you. Some people, you just don't know what you don't know. You don't know what that feels like. So why not get with somebody and talk with them and see how they feel and figure out a solution for it? It's the same thing with life, you guys. If you don't know where you're going, you probably will end up somewhere that you somewhere else. And that's what I'm trying to let you guys know. Like you know what you don't know. So if you don't know something, it's all right to not know it, you guys. It's all right. Thank you for that comment, Miss Joy. And it's okay not to know it all. Nobody is an expert. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's exempt. We're all the same. We're all God's children. For my believers out there, we're all God's children. I know everybody doesn't believe the same, but we're all God's children, so we're all the same. So that's what I want you to understand. And so my goal today was really to just share with people to allow people to understand that it's all right to not know everything. But it doesn't mean that you just turn around and walk out the classroom because, I don't know geometry, so I'm going to walk out the classroom. I'm not taking this course. No, it doesn't work like that. Life don't work like that. I don't know what it's like to be black. Okay, well, I'm just going to turn around and do the cold shoulder. No, that's not how life works. I don't understand what it's like to be white, but I can ask my friends. If I truly wanted to know, I can ask them, how was life for you growing up? Well, this is how life was for me growing up. Why not? Where's the communication? What happened to the communication? Life is about growing. It's about that. That's just what life is all about, you guys. But like always, I love to give some tips today, you guys. And my tips for everybody is on this topic was tip number 1 is, maybe go study what you don't know. Study what you don't know. If it's a math class you don't know nothing about geometry, algebra, pre-calculus, any of that nature, well, go study and learn about it. Ask a teacher. Study what you don't know. If you want to know about the pandemic, go study about it and learn about it a little bit. Learn about what's going on. If you want to know about this, go ask that. There's nothing wrong with asking a question. Questions lead to answers. There's no such thing as a stupid question. That's why I don't get mad when people ask me questions that seem like they should know, but they don't know. And so, tip number 2, this is a big one. Ask other people how they feel about something. Ask other people. If it's somebody else is going through something, well, go ask them. Ask them what it's like. You just like the same way we try to, for a kid that wants to be a police officer, or a fireman, or a professional football player, a teacher, a coach. Just like the kid that wants to do that, they always go and ask. Like they be so amazed by the superstars, the NBA players, the basketball players. They start to go watch the film. They do this, and they study. What you could do that same thing as a grown up. There's nothing wrong with that. You can ask the questions. You can get out there. You can see how they feel. If you really want to know how it feels, go ask somebody. A good friend or a person with a good mind and a good head on their shoulders wouldn't have a problem explaining it to you. Have a conversation. Tip number 3 is topic I kind of talked about the other day, but when you are asking them and you're asking that person on the whatever obstacle it is or whatever it is that you're looking to go through, listen to understand and not talk to be understood. So listen to understand where that person is coming from, regardless of whatever situation it is. The same way the athlete listens to the coach to listen to understand and not to be understood is the same way that we need to do in real life. Listen to understand and not talk to be understood. And then tip number 4. This is a big one, you guys. This is probably the biggest one, and Coach Meyer was on here, and I promise you, this is a great example. But you got to be coachable, and just like when she's coaching her athletes, we all know that an uncoachable athlete is not gonna be willing to change because they're uncoachable. But tip number 4 is change and become coachable. Change and become coachable. See, you got to decide, first of all, you got to decide that you even want to change. You got to decide that you even want to be coachable. Because if you got to make that decision in your life, you got to make that decision. You got to make that decision in your life that you want to change, or you want to change the people around you, or you want to change the community, or you want to change your financial situation, whatever it may be. You got to understand that you got to be willing to change. But then first you got to make the decision, but then you got to be coachable when somebody's trying to educate you on something. And remember this, if you resist it, it will persist. So if you resist the change, then guess what? That's all that's going to persist in your life. That same little situation. That's all that's going to come. That's all that's going to come about. Staying the same is really hard, you guys. It is. It's probably one of the hardest things. Staying the same is really hard. Being out of shape is really hard. Just to be honest. And that's just the way it is, you guys. And that's pretty much my tips for you guys. I hope y'all got value from this. If you did, feel free to share this. Thank y'all for all the likes in the comments as well. But I love to end off with a quote. It didn't have a name of who it was from, but it said, the more you know, the more you realize on how much you don't know. The less you know is the more you think you know. And that's why arguments happen, because the people that do know a lot understand that they don't know it all. And so they're always willing to learn. And it's always funny because the people that know little are always the ones that think they know it, think they know the most, but they don't know that much. And so which side of that equation are you going to be on, I should say. But also remember, you know what you don't know. So you know if you know something, but you also know if you don't know that. If you don't know it, then that's the way it is. But hey, I hope y'all got value from this. If you did, feel free to hit the share button. Thank y'all for all the likes, the comments. Thank y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed Tuesday. Hey, and today, go be a blessing to somebody. Go be a blessing. Go be willing to learn something you don't know. Go be willing to give somebody 2 ears and 1 mouth. When I say that, be willing to listen to somebody before you speak out. That's why you got 2 of these. That's why you got 2 ears, so you can listen and then respond. Have a conversation with somebody about whatever it is that you want to. Maybe you're an athlete, maybe you're a student, maybe you want to learn about what it's like to pretty much be black. Maybe that's the conversation you want to have. Whatever kind of conversation it is, go out there and learn something. You know what you don't know. Peace out, you guys. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.